We're now joined by Florence Eid, who is Chief Executive of the independent research firm Arabia Monitor. Welcome to the programme. When you look at this outcome, is the most concerning thing that there isn't a definitive outcome?
There will be an outcome in 24 or 36 hours. There will be a winner to the elections. What is clear is that power is shared. And I think it's a good thing that power is shared. It's a source of discipline for the new Islamist parties in power in Egypt to know that roughly half the country did not support them. And it's also a source of major restraint for the army to realize, after having ruled the country for decades, that about half the country is no longer on their side.
But it's very important for Egypt that it has foreign investment. Yes. And looking at this, and particularly the military's apparent attempt to tighten its grip on power, is not encouraging.
I think that we should see how things go, and the onus is on the Islamist candidate, if he in fact is elected, to change the rhetoric and engage in a more constructive manner than they have done over the past couple of months.
Issues?
Well, for example, they were involved in the process of drafting a new constitution. There were two attempts to put together a constituent assembly that was going to draft the new constitution. And on those two attempts, they were accused of not having shared sufficiently influence over this process. And as a result, that process now has been halted and changed. And so it's clear they can win at the ballot box. What they now have to show is that they can win consensus and create consensus. So the onus is on them. And this starts a dialectic in Egypt, a very healthy dialectic, in my view, whereby the process of democratization is actually a process, not an overnight result. And with respect to markets and what the Egyptian economy requires by way of finance today, curiously and ironically, we could end up with a result that maximizes chances for all sources of finance to come to Egypt, bilateral sources and remittances from two different sources to two different destinations in the Egyptian economy, plus multilateral support and all of that. I'm not as pessimistic as some analysts are being on Egypt.
Well, let's leave it with that positive thought. Thank you very much indeed, Florence.